Welcome everybody. Okay, this is Fabric Queen Tarot with a beautiful collective message here for you today. And if you're interested whatsoever at all to a private session, okay, feel free to reach out. I'll leave my email link here below. But what I'm picking up on today is something being made very clear, okay? And yet I'm hearing something also that's going to need some care. And I feel like within the situation, more than likely, it's going to be you. All right. So let's kind of dive into it here a little bit because I am picking up on somebody going through maybe a little bit of a transformation. Okay. In fact, you might be going through that right now here. There's many of you actually. Some of you are trying to find strength. Some of you are trying to find courage within yourself. Others of you are literally, I do have to say, dealing with regards to connection. Okay. Some of this might be the fact of the matter, you feel like you're being pushed, okay? Maybe possibly being forced, all right, to do something that maybe is outside your realm, okay? You feel like you can't step outside that box, all right? It's out of your comfort zone here. And what I want to do is I want to take a look at the cards and kind of see where you're at here, because for a lot of you, I see you self-protecting, all right? I do see the Magician, okay? For some of you, you feel like, you know what, maybe you're being tricked, okay? Tricked within a situation. Maybe feeling like overall, you know what, everybody's talking and everybody's telling you what to do, how to do it, and what it is that you should do. But there's that part of you that's saying, I don't know if I want to do that, okay? I don't know overall if that's the right thing for me, okay? And at the same time, I feel like to some extent here, you might be feeling like you're wasting your time, okay? Because you're best suited for something else here. I do see the Ace of Swords, so I feel like within the situation, there is clarity coming in, all right? I feel like you might be making some new plans. You might have some new ideas here. And I'm seeing a victory. I'm seeing success here, but I'm seeing a lot of mental activity here going on upstairs here, all right? And when I look at the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse here, I feel like right now, the only thing that's stopping you, preventing you from moving forward is maybe feeling like you have a lack of money, lack of funds. Maybe you feel like, you know what, within the situation, you lost out on this opportunity a long time ago, and now you can't do it, okay, because of this overall reason. When I look at the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse here, I feel like before you didn't have a whole lot of stability, okay? I also feel like, gosh, for some of you, you didn't even have the independence, okay? You didn't feel like you could do this, okay, because you know what? Somebody was preventing you, stopping you from overall taking this next step here. And maybe some of this had to do with the fact of the matter behind it. You were recklessly spending, okay? Maybe you put your investment or your money into something else that didn't quite turn out, okay? You'll have to pardon my voice. It keeps cutting out here. But I know for a lot of you here, you're trying to find that strength, and that courage is what I'm hearing you need to have, okay, in order to take this next step. When I look at the Queen of Cups, I feel like it's you, okay? You need to take care with this. It's kind of like somebody's clearing the path here for you, all right? But yet care is needed. There's some things with regards to you as a person, too, I feel like also probably need, you know what, a little bit of nurturing. Maybe you're shy. Maybe you're wounded. Maybe overall, you know, you need to pay closer attention to your intuition, okay? Because I'm picking up, like, maybe within this situation, that intuition of yours has been trying to talk to you, but you haven't been listening. Some of you might be psychic, okay? You don't have to be, though. Keep in mind, this is for the collective. And yet some of you might be somewhat of a daydreamer, all right? But the Hierophant come out. So I feel like a lot of it's got to do with your overall beliefs here, okay? Some of you, it's something more conventional. Others of you, it has to do with conforming, okay? Not wanting to conform, and yet feeling that need like you always have to have society's approval, okay, before you can do this. I feel like there's a lot of education and a lot of knowledge you might have hold within you here, but what I'm also seeing is the King of Pentacles in the reverse here. At times, you could be dealing with somebody who's not grounded, okay? And this person that's not grounded could be the person, in essence, that's holding you back here. Now, this could be somebody who's always been unsuccessful. This could be a business person that, in essence, has not received or had overall success within their life. So they feel like within the situation, you're not going to have success. I see the Queen of Pentacles here, and I view you as somebody who might be overall here mature, grounded, okay? You could be a divine feminine, in fact. Reverse the roles, okay? If you need to, here's what I'm hearing. But what I'm also hearing is somebody who has been a success, somebody who is financially successful, financially wealthy here. You love luxury, okay? You definitely have status, okay, within the social realm here. But here's the thing. You've always been the one who's had to carry the heavy load, okay? You have always been the one who has had to do it a lot by yourself, okay? And I think that's where that independent side comes out, all right? But it's about the fact of the matter of finding another way of doing things, okay? Maybe just overall finding solutions to problems. Maybe it's just feeling at times maybe obligated here. I do see the Four of Cups. I do see you possibly sitting here with a lot of overall regret, okay? Wishing you shoulda, coulda, woulda. But what I'm also seeing here within the situation is I'm hearing there's no reason why you cannot, okay? There's no reason why you cannot step up to the plate and do something about this now. The thing of it is, at the bottom of the deck, I see Two of Swords. So I feel like you need to make a decision, okay? You might have been stalling around, dragging your feet, procrastinating, and maybe the overall decision is difficult for you, okay? Maybe you're having somewhat of a difficult time, okay? Excuse me. Forgive me, it's the overall lasting effects of COVID here. But here's the thing. A lot of this has got to do with you facing your fears, okay? Letting go of that fear and not hanging on to it so tightly here. Now, keep in mind, this could have to do with your overall career, okay? This could have to do with your money. This could also have to do with you as an individual. So, maybe it's your family holding you back. Maybe it's your significant other. Maybe it's your overall friends here holding you back. But let's take a little look here. Okay, so with regards to career, maybe it's you starting an overall business, okay? Maybe creating somewhat of a side hustle here, okay? Maybe you want to create something new, start something new here, most importantly. And now you're questioning, can I do this? Okay, what I'm hearing is you're more than qualified to do this. But what I'm also seeing is job loss, okay? Maybe you suffered, you know what, a job loss, okay? Employment, all right? And that's the reason why you want to start something new. Maybe you've been shopping around here, okay? Just looking to find something here that might catch your eye, okay? But a lot of it's going to have to do with your creativity, okay? What it is that you're creating. And I feel like you're going to have a light bulb moment here. I feel like overall your creativity level here is about to be inspired, and yet you're on a budget, okay? It's kind of like you're going to have to balance out what goes out and what comes in type of a thing here. Making sure that everything comes into checks and balances here. Because I'm also seeing you resigning from something, okay? Possibly retiring something, leaving something here behind in order to start this, okay? Start this new thing. And I feel like there's some deadlines involved, okay? So whether you're leaving a job right now or you are retiring from overall offering some form of a service. Um, I feel like to some extent here, all right, there's going to be like a cutoff time, okay? You're going to have to resign, okay? You're going to literally, it's like by this date, you're going to have to fold it up, pack it up, and it's done, all right? But at the same time, you're going to have to take a good look at your spending, okay? Your overall spending habits, all right? Are you going to be able to generate enough coming in, okay? Enough coming in to the point that, you know what, you can make it. You can make ends meet here, all right? Um, for some of you, this could be the overall aspect that, you know what you're doing is you're waiting for an overall payday, all right? Wondering what's coming in. Is that going to be enough? Is it going to make it? Is it going to cut it? And yet, I'm seeing receipts. So I think within this situation, if you just tallied up the overall receipts here, okay, what it is you've been spending, all right, putting out there most importantly, I feel like you're going to see something here that's going to catch your eye, okay? To the extent that you might be able to negotiate, okay? Negotiate overall here. Come to a compromise with regards to something. Work things out here between you and a said someone here so that every day, most significantly here, is going to work for you. I do see you getting your debt paid, all right? Taking a good look at how your debt is overall being paid off. And yet, toxic work environment. You don't want to work in a toxic work environment, and I already know that. But at times, that might be some of your concern. Okay, how toxic is this area going to be? Well, I'm hearing internship. I'm hearing you going in, trying something out here. Maybe seeing how things are going to pan out. Okay, is this a good fit for you most significantly? But what I'm also seeing is money. Money starting to flow towards you. So keep in mind here as you're trying something out here. And you know what? Taking a good look at stepping outside that box, wanting to try something new here, and thinking within the situation somebody is tricking you. I'm going to give you some clarity here with regards to this because I feel like there's layers upon layers upon layers here of overall things you could do because I feel like you're versatile. But the thing of it is something's not quite fitting you anymore, okay? It's not fitting you. It's not working for you here. And I'm seeing a dream weaver, okay? So I feel like within this situation, you have a very powerful vision, okay? And there is something here you've been dreaming about, but I feel like you're going to have to kind of weave this in, all right? And kind of imagine bringing this into reality, all right? To a powerful overall vision of your own. When I look at behind the veil, I'm looking at this and I feel like you have to be ready to welcome uncertainty, okay? Because nobody ever really truly knows how things are going to work out. You can think they're going to work out to the best and they could overall fail. You could think that in essence it's going to be a failure, but you would never know until you try. So what I'm hearing is welcome the uncertainty of not knowing how this is all going to work out, how this is going to turn out. And it's an opportunity for growth for you, most importantly. And be okay with not knowing. It's all right not to know what the future holds, how this is going to work. I'm hearing small steps, okay? I'm hearing baby steps, okay, moving forward here. You're going to entail some small wins, okay? And yet I feel like some small triumphs here and there. And yet everyday victories are going to be there. But celebrate them. That's the key thing. Celebrate them. Laughter, shout, scream, holler, dance if you might. And it's going to take you there. It's going to take you where you need to be. So with that in mind, what do your angels have to say about this, okay? Because you will persevere. 7777. It's like knowing that there's a need for a change, change of perspective, okay, on whatever is taking over you now. And yet, if you want to succeed, you need to keep going down the road that you're going down. Reach for that wisdom within yourself. See, the thing of it is, you're strong. Okay, you're very, very strong. You're also very powerful. You're very protective, and yet you've got to have that courage within you to make this overall decision, to be able to step outside the box and do something new here. And yet you'll know when the right next step is to take. Like I said, and like Clarity said here, small steps, okay? This overall dream, weave it in, okay? Weave it into what you're already doing. So that way you can eventually retire, okay? You can eventually move on to something new, something different here. A lot of this is going to have to do with your belief system, all right? And I am just hearing, you know what, the thing of it is, go after what you want. Okay, if there's something here that you want, go after it by all means. Don't you dare stop. Don't doubt it. Don't think about it. Just go after it. If that's what you want, go after it. Because there's a unique destiny here. All right, you're writing your destiny here, and you're going to be an inspiration to others. Okay, but most importantly, you yourself are going to be inspired. I think this is beautiful. You have a lot of talents. You have a lot of gifts. You have a lot of things overall to offer the world here. But it's about the fact of the matter, are you going to be appreciated? And I'm hearing there's going to be an enormous amount of appreciation here. And yet there's going to be so much gratitude. And in fact, you can even sit back and show appreciation to yourself and be thankful overall at having the opportunity to be able to do this, because let me tell you something, you are blessed. You are blessed beyond measure here with talents and skills, and that's what makes you stand out, okay? That's what makes you who you are, and you can embrace what makes you different, all right? You know you don't have to be like everybody else here, and yet your dream is your path to success. It's about taking your dream and making it a reality. And honestly, one of your dreams, it's going to come true. It's going to come true here very, very soon. All right? So, I feel like within this situation, people are about to get a different look, a different perspective, a different eyes worth view, okay, or maybe even a bird's eye view of that other part of you they've never seen. They've never even remotely discovered. And when you get ready to step outside those bounds, is when you're about to be discovered. So get ready. And with that, I'll be talking to you later.